I just made $730 profit scanning used books with my smartphone. I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do the same. All you need to do is be in close proximity to a thrift store, library, or used bookstore like McKay's Used Bookstore. This is one of the biggest bookstores probably in the world, and they have tens of thousands of books on the shelf. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna scan the books with my phone. It tells me what the price is going for on Amazon, and then I can see if it's profitable or not. These books in this store go anywhere from free to 50 cents all the way up to a couple $100s. So it's important to understand how often the book sells and what the true profitability of the books are after Amazon fees. I always like to start with the free bins right here. This is where I always go because if I can find any free books, that's 100% profit. So I spent about 2 minutes at the free bins looking through books. I scanned them with my phone, comparing the price on Amazon. As you see, there's red on the screen, which means the book is not profitable or it just doesn't sell very fast. So let's go ahead and go inside. I'm gonna grab a cart and let's get started. So I just saw them put some new books on the shelf over there. That's gonna be really good stuff. I'm gonna wait for her to leave because usually people don't like it when you scan the books that are on the shelf. But we'll go ahead and get into it here. And then there's also a textbook section over there. Textbooks are always really good. Okay, so here we are in the textbook section. This is usually the best section to start out. It's a very competitive section, so we might not find that much, but the stuff we find should be pretty good. So here's the app we're using. It tells us what the price is going for on Amazon right here, and then it tells us how much profit after all Amazon fees. So it turns green if it's good, it turns red if it's a reject. We put the buy cost for 0 because all these books have different prices. So after it accepts, I'm gonna look at the price and see if it's actually profitable. Books in this bookstore, they go for anywhere from free to $7 to all the way up to $70. So all I want with this app is to get notified if it might be profitable on Amazon, and then I'm gonna do the math in my head and see if it's actually profitable. So as you can see, today I'm only at 20 scans. My goal is to get at least a few thousand scans if I really want to make profit. The name of this game is to get through the bad books first. I've already found one profitable book. If you look here, we can scan it with the app. This is $13 profit. The buy cost is $5, so I'm really left with like $8, $9 profit. My goal today is to find at least $1,000 in profit, and the only way I'm gonna reach that is if I scan fast enough. So I have this Bluetooth scanner here that I connected to my phone. So while you can scan books with your phone, it's gonna be so much better if you use a Bluetooth scanner. So check this out. What I usually do is I put my phone on the shelf, just like that. And now what I'm gonna do is use this Bluetooth scanner, which is connected. By the way, I think this is called like the Nadamu or something. I'll link it below in the description. But as you can see, I can just scan it and it automatically goes through. Be sure when using Scout IQ to use a database, because if you have bad Wi-Fi or bad cell service, it's actually going to allow you to download a database, so all the books that are on Amazon will be on your phone. So even if you have no Wi-Fi, theoretically you could be on the planet Mars and you could still scan books. So make sure to have the database downloaded so you're not reliant on Wi-Fi or slow 5G. Now I'm going to scan this whole section. So the reason why I'm putting these books here is because they don't have scannable barcodes. If you look here, I can't scan that barcode. That's not a scannable barcode, that's an Amazon barcode. This book here literally has like no barcode at all. So what I'm gonna do in a second is I'm gonna show you how you can actually scan the covers of the book with a free app, and we'll see if these are profitable or not. It's super important to go through books like this because most of the competition doesn't even consider books like this. They leave the books on the shelf because they're too lazy to manually look them up. We got a winner, $56 profit. This is only $8 buy cost. This is buy boxing used for $79. Now keep in mind the low price is $13, but since we're selling this FBA, we can probably sell this for $79. So that's $59, and it sells about 10 times every 6 months, about 20 times a year. This is a good book. So this is an $8 book. It only says $7 profit. This is buy boxing for $52. I have a healthy account. I can probably buy box for $52. But for me to gamble $8, I mean, to make $30, it seems worth it, but this only sells 38 times every 6 months, which is actually pretty good for books. But today, I'm not gonna risk it because there are 2 sellers here at lower prices, FBA, and so I'm gonna put this back on the shelf. Okay, so this is probably a commonly restricted book. I'm guessing, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it is buy boxing for 86 bucks. I know I can buy box at this price. It's selling for $63. I can purchase this right now for 8 bucks. This is definitely a buy. $16 profit, $6 buy cost. This is buy boxing for 28 bucks. I make $16 after fees, $10 true profit. So this is a tough one. It only has an eScore of 23, and which isn't bad. I can see all the FBA offers. Usually it's a pretty good sign when you can see that many FBA offers because there's only 28 offers total. So there's not a whole lot of competition on this book. It is a $16 buy cost, which is hefty, but I'm gonna make over 100% return on my investment at 35 bucks, or close to 100%. No, that is over 100%. So I'm gonna risk this one. I wouldn't pick up multiple copies. There are 2 on the shelf, and they're both the same price. I'm gonna leave 1 on the shelf, but I will pick 1 up. So here's a book that does not have, or it has a barcode, but it's covered up, and the barcode has not been peeled off. So that means most likely nobody's looked at this book yet. So what we're gonna do is take the Amazon Seller app, which is free in the App Store, and we're gonna scan the cover of this book. I can see this is going for $63 with a sales rank of 800,000. Now, this is very weird. It has a package quantity of 5. So whenever I see a package quantity of 5, in the used price, there's no FBA offers. So if I sell this, I am gonna probably get the sale immediately. So there's a package quantity of 5. So what I do is I go to Amazon.com. I actually go to the app Amazon, and I copy and paste the ASIN into the app. You can grab the ASIN from the seller app. If you go to list, you'll be able to see the ASIN here. You can take the ASIN on this page here, you see that little tiny ASIN, copy that. You can put this in Scout IQ, and you can also put it in the Amazon Seller app. And I just want to see what this looks like on the Amazon page. This does not indicate anything about a package quantity of 5, so we are good to sell this. And if we also copy and paste this in the Scout IQ, we can see this is $42 profit. I'm gonna spend $20 to make $42 profit, and there's no FBA offers, so I'm likely gonna be the next sale. Yes, Amazon is on the listing, but I can probably price this, I don't know, $50-something and get the sale pretty quickly. This is how you can easily get Ungated McGraw-Hill. All you need to do is simply go to christianbook.com, find a McGraw-Hill book, buy 10 units of it, and upload the invoice to Amazon, and you'll get Ungated. It's very important to notice that sometimes Amazon doesn't let everyone request approval for textbooks, so make sure that you're able to request approval before doing this. But you can literally get Ungated for like less than 70 bucks if you go to christianbook.com and buy 10 units of any McGraw-Hill book that you're currently gated in. So this is always a good sign here. When you see books tightly packed on shelves, that likely means that they were just added to the shelf. Somebody just put them on the shelf. Whenever you see this right here, you see how these books are kind of sideways on the shelf? Let's see if we can find, here's another example. Crooked books means the competition's already been there. So can you see this here? These books are a little crooked. Likely somebody's already been through these. These here too, these are a little crooked. So I'm actually gonna start with these books here because they look tightly packed. This shelf does too. So I'm gonna scan through this whole area right here and see if we can find any profit. $16 profit for a $6 buy cost. The eScore is 14. It'll sell slow, but that's over 100% ROI. We're gonna buy this. Got $30 profit, $5 buy cost, 140,000 rank. this book here, these General Motor books are usually pretty good. Any type of Chilton car manual books are usually pretty good. $3.25. Now, the weird thing about this book was it wasn't in the book category when I scanned it. So I'm going to use Seller Amp to scan the book. And as you can see, the keeper graph, all I'm looking for on this keeper graph is a lot of movement with that green line. And there's a lot of movement here over the past. Right now it hasn't seen too much movement, but I mean, this thing sells consistently for 28 bucks. This is well over 200% ROI. So we're gonna buy this. This is my favorite type of find. $3.50 buy cost, so minimal investment, but we're gonna make $20 after all Amazon fees. You can see the Amazon fees here. The list price will be $29.
You know what's fun?
Amazon's going to take a $4.50 cut. Amazon always takes 15%. Closing fee, they also take $1.80. The FBA fee is going to be $3.27, which is actually pretty cheap, but it makes sense because this book's so small. Total fees are right under $10. Inbound shipping is going to be about 14 cents, maybe 20 cents for this book. And when we send it in, that's $20 back to us. My buy cost is right under $4, so I'll make at least $16 profit on this book. $16 profit, we have a $6 buy cost, so this is definitely a buy. This is over 100% ROI, it's good to go. We got a 50-cent buy cost, $8 profit. This is a buy all day. But for $50, we might sell for $25, but who cares? It's a $3 buy cost and we'll make profit. Okay, so this is the #1 book that people leave on the shelves. If you look here, the low cost is $13. This is an $8 buy cost. Most people leave this book on the shelf, and that's a mistake. As you can see, the new price is $49, but I know there's no FBA offers because there's only 11 offers and 0 offers in the FBA tab. In addition, the buy box price matches the low merchant price, so there's 0 FBA competition. We could easily price this for 48 bucks and get the sale. This is easily $80 or $30 profit, and the sales rank's 80,000, so it's gonna sell fast. Don't leave books on the shelf like this. So a lot of people would leave this book on the shelf, but I'm not going to. It only has an eScore of 8, but there is absolutely 0 prime competition, which means if I send this into FBA, I'm gonna be the only prime offer, and I'm gonna get the next sale. So I'll probably send this in and price it around 42 bucks, maybe even 39. The low price is 12, but I promise you, some student out there needs this book by Monday. It's Friday night, it's Sunday night, whenever, and they are willing to use their mom's credit card to pay for 2-day shipping for this book. And yeah, we'll get the sale. 28 bucks for a $7 investment. Again, a ton of people are gonna leave a book like this on the shelf. $7 investment. It's a heavy, heavy book. Believe it or not, inbound shipping is only going to cost us $1.83, which may sound expensive for some people, but to ship this heavy ass book to Amazon and pay less than $2, we're going to be able to sell this book for $43. And I know that we're going to be the next sale because this has such a high sales rank that we're not even going to try to price it higher. We're going to price it right at $43, which is the current low price, and there's no FBA competition, new or used. And so we are going to get this sale at 43 bucks, make $25 profit. That's 300% return on our investment. This is the best book of today. $92 profit, eScore of 57, $1.50 buy cost. We could sell this to sell back your book right now for 40 bucks. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna sell it on Amazon, and we're gonna make $92 profit. This is absolutely insane. There's only 13 offers. There's one FBA offer at $81. And there's one FBA offer at $115, so we could even sell this. We could probably sell this for $115 plus. Amazon's on it for $138, so we don't want to go too low on that. And this is the book right here. This is amazing. When you guys find a book like this, stay in that section. Don't leave that section. If a book this good is on the shelf, then that means that the competition has not looked through it yet. because everybody would accept this book if they have any type of brains at all. This is definitely a section they just put out because we just found a $90 profit book. This is a $38 profit book for $2. Healthy eScore, $25. Not amazing, but for a $2 buy cost, you can't beat that. Negative 2 cents profit. Let's see if we can keep this profit coming in. Nothing there. This might be a profitable book. It's not scanning in the Scout IQ. Something's wrong with the barcode. Honestly, it's probably a counterfeit book, but we'll do some more. No, it might be counterfeit because you see how this is poor printing here? It actually cut off the first part of that barcode, but we'll look into it anyway. Put this one back on the shelf because it's a university book, and usually university books are difficult to sell. I'm currently at 727 scans. Again, I'm going slow today because I keep talking to the camera. $7 profit, 75-cent buy cost. $11 profit, only a 75-cent buy cost. 75-cent buy cost. eScore is only 14, but there's 0 FBA competition, so we can definitely get the next sale. We can price this at 12 to 15 bucks and get $5 to $7 profit. Again, we have an astronomically low eScore. It sells 7 times every 6 months, but it's only a 75-cent buy cost, and there's only 2 used offers. So if we send this in FBA, we'll have the prime shipping, free prime shipping. We're definitely going to be the next sale. Notice how this book has a used sticker on it. That means it was a textbook. And this book has an Amazon sticker on it, so this could definitely be good. Scout IQ is not going to scan this book because none of the barcodes are good. It's only 75 cents. I have a feeling this is a good book. We're going to use the Amazon seller app to scan the cover of the book, just like this. And we can see it's going for 19 cents, which is ridiculous. Used offers 12. That's not going to be profitable. It's too big of a textbook. But if that was a smaller book, it probably would have been worth it. New books are being put on the shelf over there. So after we check these books out, we'll go back and purchase those. Always scan the fresh inventory. Literally doesn't matter what category it is. Fresh inventory beats stale inventory all day. That's a pro tip. Whenever you check out at a used bookstore and you're buying books to resell, always use a tax-free exempt form. You can easily Google how to do this for your state and apply. Pro tip, I just saved like $20 in sales tax. Let's see how much profit we have. We have our first batch of books. Let's see what it adds up to. First book, $17 profit. So we're at $738 profit. That's after our $280 buy cost. So if we include gas, because people always comment you're not factoring in gas fees, that comes out to about $730 profit in just a couple hours scanning used books. Now what we're gonna do is go to my house and we're gonna list these books on Amazon. If you guys want my free course on how to start selling books, go to starthumble.com. I show you step by step exactly how to use that app. on your phone, how you can scan books, determine what the value is on Amazon, determine if it's actually gonna sell or not, so you can make $1,000 profit in just 7 days. You guys saw how easy it was for me to just make $738 profit in just a couple hours. This is completely doable if you live near a thrift store, a college campus, a used bookstore. You can 100% do this, and this is the easiest way to get started selling on Amazon because items like books are so small and compact. It's so easy to pack these up and ship them to Amazon, and the risk is so low. Like, we spent $280 today, and our investment's going to triple. So if you guys want to learn how to sell used books and be part of a community, after you sign up for the course, be able to join the free Discord. We have a free Facebook group, all these free resources. We do free meetings every 2 weeks. My goal is to help you sell books on Amazon. I also have a software that helps you list books on Amazon. So now it's time to go to my house, list all these books, and get them active on Amazon. Follow me. What profit looks like. Are you willing to carry the profit? That's the question. It's heavy. I've lifted 150-pound boxes of books before. Shout out to Caleb Roth, my mentor a few years ago. We went to a college that closed down, and they were not very smart. They put all their books in heavy-duty boxes. I didn't think they were heavy-duty, but they were large boxes, 150 pounds per box. And man, I got the work out of my life. We had to pick up at least 300 or 400 of those boxes and take them outside. It was hell. And then Caleb made me drive back 4 hours from Nashville to wherever the hell we were in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee. And when I got there, we had this huge dumpster, and I had to pack all the books into the dumpster for the second time. And we ended up selling them to a recycler for like $4,000, but I don't even know if they ever paid us. Did they pay us, Caleb? So now I'm gonna show you guys how you can list the books on Amazon. We're actually gonna list these Amazon FBA. So what that means is we'll pack them and get them ready to sell, and then we're gonna ship them out to an Amazon warehouse, so we're never gonna have to touch the books again. Amazon handles all shipping, customer service, returns, all of that. And usually when you do Amazon FBA, because your items are prime shipping, you can actually sell your items for a premium. Because it's prime shipping, you'll be able to sell your books for 20-30% more than if they're not prime. Because imagine, you're a college student, you need a book. Are you gonna pay, $25 to have it in 14 days? Or are you gonna pay $35 to have it in 2 days? Most people are gonna pay $35, and Amazon really incentivizes their customers to pay for prime shipping. So by shipping all these to an Amazon FBA warehouse, all of them will have prime shipping, and we're more likely to get the sale. Okay, so here are a few important terms you need to know as a bookseller. First of all, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. All that means is you pack your books in a box like this right here, ship them out to Amazon. Amazon's gonna take each book, put it on their shelves. When the customer purchases the book from you, what they're gonna do is take the book, ship it to the customer, and you'll be able to get paid for the book. So that's Amazon FBA. Another term you need to know is ISBN. It stands for International Standard Book Number. This is essentially the UPC for a book. You need to know this as a bookseller. ASIN is Amazon's definition for that. That stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number. So it's just like ISBN, but instead it's ASIN. Okay, so very, very similar. UPC, basically the same thing, stands for Universal Product Code. All these are the three most common ways that products will be identified. You also have supplier and source. Whenever we say supplier or source, we mean what thrift store, what library, even if you're doing wholesale or retail arbitrage, it could be Walmart.com, Kohl's.com. If you're a wholesaler, it could be whatever distributor you're using or a brand direct. But these are suppliers and sources. We also have sales rank. Sales rank is how often does the item sell on Amazon. So books have 20, 30, 40 million plus available on Amazon. So a book sales rank of 1 million means that it's the 1 millionth ranked book on Amazon. That is not terrible. That 1 million sounds terrible, but it still sells 12 to 15 times per year. Now, 1 million in some other category like electronics, not very good. So know your categories and know the sales rank respective to each category. We also have split shipments. I talk about split shipments sometimes. That's essentially where Amazon says you need to send 5 of your items to one warehouse, 5 to another, 50 to another, and it is a pain in the ass. There's ways to deal with this, but just know when we talk about split shipments, we're talking about what warehouses are the items going to. A good way to prevent split shipments, or not prevent them, but combat them, there's a few different ways you can do. Let's say you have one item, I call this a one-off split shipment. You have one item going to California and you have 99 items going to a warehouse on the East Coast. All you need to do is take that one item out of the shipment and add it to your next batch. That's a simple way. Amazon usually makes split shipments in 3 different shipments, so they'll send one shipment somewhere, one shipment somewhere else. So some people like to use the strategy of just making a giant shipment and then 300 will go somewhere else, 300 will go another warehouse, and 700 will go somewhere else. And so like you have these big shipments where you're not stuck shipping 1 or 2 items, which really increases your inbound shipping cost. Personally, I like to try and keep my shipments in one box. I use the one box method. If I do happen to get split shipments, I pull those items out and I list them the next time around. We also have duds. Duds is the opposite of studs. Stud books are good books. All these books are good books to sell on Amazon, but dud books are books that are worthless. They don't sell on Amazon often. They maybe don't have that much profit. These are duds. Studs is the opposite of duds. It's books that are profitable and they sell often, so when you purchase them, they will make you more money. Buy box, you need to understand this term. Buy box is a term that basically, when you're shopping on Amazon, it is what the customer sees first. So if you guys go to Amazon.com, the price that you see first and the seller that you're purchasing from, they are going to get the next sale. Whoever gets the buy box gets more eyeballs, more sales, and it's very important. So here's how you can get the buy box. All you need to do 99% of the time is be the lowest price on Amazon. Make sure you're shipping Amazon Prime and make sure your feedback's okay. You don't have to have the best feedback. I've seen 70%, people with 70% feedback win the buy box. Really what Amazon cares about is that you're selling authentic products, you're not getting a ton of complaints from customers, and if you do this consistently, you'll be more likely to win the buy box. So if you ship FBA, make sure you're repricing competitively. I would recommend pricing at lowest price, lowest prime price, which is generally the buy box price. Just chase the buy box, and if you price at the buy box, usually Amazon shares the buy box with all the sellers. So if 4 people are pricing this book at $50, Amazon usually, if all sellers are equal, is going to give 25% of the buy box to each person, theoretically. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the absolutely fastest way to list books on Amazon. We're going to use GoToLister, and everything I do, I try to simplify down to one step. If we have to touch a book twice, that's not good. If we have to change settings, that's not good. So I designed this software to allow you to go smoothly, and everything I'm about to teach you in this workflow is to allow you to go from step 1, step 2, step 3, and not add unnecessary steps. Our total buy cost is $292, and we have 51 items. That brings our average buy cost to $5.74. So I've stacked these books barcode up. I've entered $5.74 into GoToLister. I put McKay's as the source, and I'll put listed by, and I'll put my name, Avery. And we use a generic condition note, so we don't have to change this. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. There's only one acceptable book in this batch. Out of all the books, most of them are going to be good condition. I don't list books in very good condition or like new. There's no evidence that suggests those books sell at a higher percentage than good books. So we just list everything at good. We under promise, we over deliver. We stack everything barcode up. That way we can quickly blaze through these books. Okay, so real quick, before we get started, I'm going to show you my setup. I like to have a box on top of my Accutech scale. As you can see, there's 1 pound on this scale already. That is the box. That scale is going to stay on the whole time. That way, when I'm putting books in the box, I can keep track of what the weight of the box is. We do not want to go over 50 pounds. If we go over 50 pounds, we get like a charge from Amazon, and it sucks. It's happened to me dozens of times. Don't let it happen to you. Accutech scale is a great scale to use. The link is below. Also, we use a Rollo printer right here. This is the best printer that I've I found, and we can quickly transition between the F and SKU labels, and also you can get free labels for life from UPS. All you need to do is set up a UPS account. I'll also link a video below that shows you how to do that, but you can get free labels for life from UPS. These are shipping labels, and then these are the labels for the books. And what else am I missing? Obviously you need a computer of some sort. We also used a Wone Nice scanner, manufactured in China, super cheap, 20 bucks on Amazon. And I believe that's it. We use GoToLister to list the items, and I'll show you, you can literally list like 100 plus books an hour with this technique. So my mom has a brand new account, so a lot of these books are gonna be restricted. So we'll actually have to apply for approval for a lot of her books, but I'll show you how you can easily apply for approval with GoToLister. So let's get into it. So every book I scan, I'm just gonna stack here like that. I'm keeping them in order. These textbooks are nice and big. They're easy to stack on top of each other. And so as you can see, I'm just going at it. And GoToLister, the beauty of it is you don't have to wait in between scans for it to load. You can just scan as fast as you want. And yes, error messages will pop up, but we're gonna ignore them and just get all the labels we can and create our first shipment. Okay, so we're gonna let GoToLister process the rest of these books. Everything's queued up, and we're actually gonna address, in a second, we will address any error messages. We have 4 error messages here, and it's just wanting us to select the correct title. So we always select the title that has the lowest sales rank. If it has a sales rank of 0, we never select it. That means it's never sold on Amazon. So we'll select this one, and it will print the label for us. We'll select this one. Because I'm selecting these after I scanned all of them, it is going to print them out of order, but that's okay because we don't have a whole lot of books. We only have 50 books to deal with, so it shouldn't take too long to find. And after this batch is ready, we are going to assess it and make sure all the pricing is good. But for now, let's get these labels on these books. So as you can see, her account is restricted in a ton of books. So we will have to request approval on these, but right now I'm just trying to fill the box up to above 30 pounds. We're currently at 30 pounds. I'm gonna see if we can squeeze a few more. Remember, you can easily change the condition to new or whatever. And remember, this is a book that has shrink wrapping on it. We're gonna cover this up with a label. So all we have to do is cover this up with a blank label. I'll grab one here, put that on. So all I'm gonna do is put a pin on it and then grab another label, cover it up. That'll be good enough. We're gonna sell this book as new, so I'll go ahead and remove it from the batch and relist it as new. That's gonna bring our profit up a little bit more. So now we're gonna do some manual type-ins because my mom can't sell these books. So we're gonna see if she can sell some of these. Here's some textbooks, but she can probably sell this. So you can also use GoToLister to easily type in the book name, Guy's Guide to Eating Well, and we'll select OK. And again, we always go with the lowest sales rank and make sure the cover matches. 1.1 mil, only 75-cent buy cost. So as you can see, the weight of the scale is at 32 pounds, 33 pounds. We'll call it 34 pounds total. That's a pretty good weight. So now we can go ahead and close out this shipment. So all I'm gonna do is click on send batch. We're gonna make sure we have no split shipments. Split shipments are a pain to deal with. It's when Amazon tells you that you need to send 5 of your items to one warehouse and 20 to another. It is a pain in the ass. And so in order to avoid this, what you want to do first is see if you have splits. You can see everything is going to Memphis 1. So we're shipping here from Nashville to Memphis. And in some scenarios, they will ship one book all the way to Indiana or some other, maybe California. And what you can do to prevent this is simply pull the book out of the batch. So let's say there was one split shipment. You can go back and pull the books out of the batch. Maybe it's 1, 2 going somewhere else, and then add them to another batch in the future. That's usually what I do. Or you can just suck it up and pay the extra shipping fees. If you ship 2 books across the country to California, you're gonna be paying like a few dollars a pound, which is outrageous. Amazon actually has really good inbound shipping fees. We usually pay 20 to 30 cents per pound, and that's really, really cheap. So now we'll click on accept shipment, and we're gonna head on over to Seller Central and finish this up. So on Seller Central, we're gonna click on the top 3 lines in the top left, go to inventory, shipments. You'll be able to find the shipment here. Go ahead and select it here, work on shipment. Amazon's always changing this workflow. I have a detailed video on how to create a shipment below, but for the purpose of this video, all you're gonna do is click on shipping service. You wanna go Amazon partnered, UPS shipping. You want to select everything in one box, otherwise you will be charged 15 cents per item, which is a complete waste of money. We pack everything in one box. This is the one box method. Again, if you guys want a complete tutorial on how to do this, check out the video below, or go in my free course at starthumble.com. That's where I teach you exactly step by step how to find books, how to sell books, how to list books on Amazon, how to reprice books. All that stuff's covered. And we also have a free community as well. So the price of this is 34 pounds, or the weight of it's 34 pounds. I always put 12 by 16 by 12 for the box, regardless of what the box size is. I never get in trouble for that. Usually my box is around that size. Total shipping cost is $9 for 34 pounds, which comes out to 26 cents a pound. Not terrible. We probably could have lowered it a little bit if we would have put, 15 more pounds in there and gotten it closer to a 50-pound box. Now we are going to print shipping labels. We're using the Rollo, and I have a complete tutorial on how to use the Rollo printer. That is below, so you guys can watch that, how to get that set up. If you are using a thermal printer, you're gonna wanna set up a 4 by 6 label. It's super easy to change labels with the Rollo. All we're gonna do is remove these. And now we're gonna grab the shipping labels below, open up these tongs. These tongs tell the printer where the label is. So it tells the software exactly where the paper is. So make sure those tongs are accurate. Go ahead and close that. It'll automatically feed in. Always verify that you have 2 labels from Amazon. You should have one label that says FBA on it, and you should have one label that says UPS on it as well. So you have one for UPS and one for FedEx. And we are good to go. We have the FBA label and we have the UPS label. Okay, so I've saved a bunch of crap, like paper and different things that can be used for packing material. Newspaper is great to use. We have bubble wrap today for some reason. We probably just purchased something that required bubble wrap. I never buy bubble wrap, it's too expensive to fill the boxes. I would just use newspaper or packing paper from Home Depot. This bubble wrap actually might get the job done. So we'll put this in. When packing a box, it's not rocket science. What you want to do is ensure that there's no airspace. So if you look here, there's currently a lot of airspace. You can see there's all this airspace here. So what I'm going to do is really stuff those nooks and crannies from the bottom up. We want to make sure there's no bouncing around, especially with these textbooks. These textbooks are big, strong books with heavy corners. Notice that we didn't put any pages facing this way. We always put the pages facing inside, but because the hard edges of the books are hitting the corners of the box and the sides of the box, there is a high chance that it will bust through the box and you could lose your books. So make sure that doesn't happen. Make sure that doesn't happen, and fill this up nice and tight. Also, packing a box is not rocket science, but there are some pro tips that you do want to follow. You can waterproof the box by doing this, and it also adds some security. Remember, these are big textbooks, and books in general are gonna, rub against the box. The test you can do is shake the box and make sure the contents aren't moving around too much. And there's a big chance, especially if your box is close to 50 pounds, if you can hear the contents moving around, then I would consider repacking the box. Again, we can waterproof this by taking a cut this size, putting it down here, and taping it. Be liberal with your tape. Be generous when you tape it. You can never tape too much. You do not want, we have over $300 worth of profit in here. and you do not want that profit to be lost by the carrier or by Amazon. Now, there are two labels that you always put on the box. We put the UPS label here. Go ahead and put that on the box. Make sure this is not in cutting territory. So usually the middle of the box is obviously here in the center, but we had to cut this box down. So they'll cut this open right here. Try to avoid putting the labels where they will cut it open. I probably put that one too much towards the middle, but more towards the side like this is better. So all we're doing now is I selected other used offers. So now we can see all the used offers. I can see one offer is free shipping, but it doesn't arrive for 6 days, which in today's age is a super long amount of time. So there is no prime competition on this book. I remember why I purchased this book now. I forget how much I paid for it exactly, but it is selling for $75 free shipping. We can 100% probably sell this for at least $40, but we're gonna go ahead and send it in at 75, see if we can get that sale. And if we can't, our repricer is gonna reprice over time until we do get the sale. So we're pretty safe here. We are the only people offering prime shipping on this. So we're gonna go ahead and price it at 75. If we don't get the sale, that's okay. We will price it down to $50 in the future. Our repricer automatically does that. Again, if you guys want more tips on repricing, all that, be sure to join our free community. Go to starthumble.com. That's my free course on how to make your $1,000 in profit in just 7 days. After you join that, you'll be able to join our free Discord, free Facebook group. We have free meetings every 2 weeks teaching you how to sell books, so be sure to get in there. Okay, let's keep going through here. I can see $21 profit, nothing looks fishy here. $84 profit, nothing looks fishy. This is a phenomenal book. Here's one that says negative profit, and this is an immediate red flag. I know I should be getting more for this. So I can see there's no prime competition. It's buy boxing for $7.58, super slow shipping, and even the new price is $34. I mean, we could price this for $29.99 and probably get the sale. The sales rank's not atrocious. It's 400,000. It's getting up there, but still not bad. So we're gonna price this at $29.99. So we can click on update price, put it in for $29.99, and we are good to go. And I'll scroll through the rest of these. 85, 25. So here's one that we're restricted in. So anytime this one pops, anytime it says you're restricted in this product, it usually means that the only time I ever list restricted products is when I know we're gonna get unrestricted in them. And with my mom's account, there's so many books. When you first start out selling on Amazon, there are so many books that you're gonna be restricted in. It's okay. If it's a textbook like Pearson, Ungating McGraw-Hill, there's a high chance that it's red restricted. Red restricted books are different than normal restricted books. You cannot request approval. So anytime you come across a restricted book, it is going to show up in our error queue right here. All you need to do is select that and click on apply for approval. It'll automatically open up Seller Central and put that book in and request approval. So now you can request approval. With Pearson, Ungating McGraw-Hill, these textbooks, they do not let new sellers get unrestricted. Even though it says approved, the first time you apply for Pearson, it always says approved, but it's not true. So what you can do if you still want to sell these, there's two options. You can go to bookscouter.com and restrictedinventory.com, and I recommend comparing the prices on these two websites. Bookscouter.com is going to pay you cash, cold hard cash for your book, so it's a great way to get instant cash. So we can type in biology 11. You can even scan your book in here. And so just grab the ISBN of the book. Actually, you can just select it and then grab the ISBN so you have it for restrictedinventory.com. And you can see you can sell it directly to Booksrun for $18 cash. So if you paid a couple of dollars for this, that's still a pretty good deal. Booksrun's a good company. Valor Books is a good company. I've heard Beer Money Books is good as well. I don't know anything about Blue Rocket Books. I would stay away from Textbook Rush. I've heard that they throw their users under the bus when it comes to counterfeit books, which are really common. You can also go to restrictedinventory.com and see how much profit you would make here. This is after the 50-50 split. You would make $31 if you sent it in. Restricted inventory takes 50% of the profit, and so we take 50%. Restricted inventory is my service. We take 50% and then we pay you 50%. And I've spent years to keep this business alive, and it truly does give you, and oftentimes in lots of cases, it gives you a huge bump when it comes to selling textbooks. So restrictedinventory.com, bookscouter.com, use those for your restricted books. Don't just leave restricted books on the shelf. I would purchase them and somehow monetize them. If you guys have questions or comments, shoot me a DM or comment below and I'll help you out. So that batch was $392 profit for a buy cost of just 97 bucks. As you can see, book selling can be very lucrative. I also teach people how to do online arbitrage, which is purchasing items from websites like Walmart, Kohl's, different websites like that. And so if you guys want to learn more about selling on Amazon in general and get access to my free course and a community of hustlers, go ahead and click the link below, starthumble.com. That's going to allow you to join the free Discord I have. Go ahead and go in there and introduce yourself, say what's up. And if this video was valuable to you, hit that subscribe button. Much love, guys. Peace out.